All right, folks, we are back, and we're going to be starting game number 4 here on Dual Sight in just a moment. Thanks for joining us for the Most Evil Genius, powered by BG Beyond Gaming. Don't forget to visit the Most Evil Genius website at mostevil.evilgeniuses.net. I'm DJ Wheat. Thanks for joining us here on OneMoreGame.tv on this fine Sunday afternoon. I hope you're ready for game number 4. It is going to be on Dual Sight, and I got to tell you, after ejecting oneself out of a game like that against a bunch of Void Rays, 2 things can happen as we switch over the game. Either you get incredibly mad, or you're like, well, let's do this again. And you know, we've seen EG.iNcontroL go Void Rays twice now. And I almost wonder if maybe we might see another Void Ray push here. I don't know. Sorry. Wanted to move my mic around here just a little bit. Get in a more comfortable position. And let's introduce our players over here on the east side of the map. As the green Zerg give it up for EG.iDrA. And over here on the west side, as the blue Protoss, give it up for EG.iNcontroL. Thanks for joining us here on OneMoreGame.tv. I do believe we'll have a rebroadcast of this event take place. If you weren't able to watch all of it, you know, like me, probably got a Sunday dinner got to go to. That's okay. We'll be rebroadcasting for all those folks that missed it, and then all of you fine fellows on the European side who might not be able to join us live. And what are we going to... I feel like I know what IDRA's going to do, you know, for the most part. You know, especially on this map, that Mutastrat can work out quite well. Can really, really help you do a lot of harassment against the third, here. And as a Zerg player, you know, spreading out is not as bad as it is for a Protoss player. So I feel like the map does kind of favor IDRA a little bit. But as we know, IDRA's not had the best of luck on Daybreak. I recall one particular map, I believe it was at MLG. It was IDRA versus MC. And IDRA had a great game in Game 2. MC beat him in Game 1. And it was a really close game here for game number 2. There were a lot of Hydras here. Just remember, a lot of Hydras, and it just will always stick in my memory. Now, we got Proby McProbstein back here, taking a little vacation. You can't even find that, man. He's just a dot on the screen. And IDRA may attempt to go in for another run-by. He is definitely going to take a little bit more cannon fire, but it might be worth sacrificing a couple lings. He knows he can't go... Oh, he couldn't get in there before that second cannon finished up. But I think the big worry is going to be that guy right there. He does not want a repeat of what happened in game number 3. See IDRA very, very drone heavy right now. Just keeping his lings right outside. And Probe is going to come on over, but the third hasn't been dropped yet. So he might give himself away here before he can do something. Is he just going to stop it? Okay, he just goes ahead and he just stops it. And no cannoning needed. Let's go ahead and cause some trouble back here. I mean, that cannon method is also... It's more beneficial on the map that we saw EG.iNcontroL do it, simply because you can actually wall it off. I'm not sure if some sort of a wall cannon is obtainable here, maybe 1, 2, 3. But just doing this damage is just as good. I mean, it's going to keep on delaying it. It's not going to let him get that super quick third. Both these guys on 2 bases. As we have both gases going in EG.iNcontrol's base. But we haven't really seen much of where he's going to go with this. Kind of waiting for the Cybernetics core to finish up. Take a quick look at the probe count. 28, 27. See a little bit better saturation on IDRA's side. His income just a little bit better. So he's going to go ahead and throw down that third all the way on the other side. And this is why I was saying it's one of the ways that this is very beneficial for the Zerg player. You get your third no matter what, or it's going to be at the cost of 200 minerals just as the 100 minerals, and potentially 2 probes doing all the work, because it's pretty unlikely that you're going to get this pylon down, send your probe all the way over and get that pylon down as well. Zerglings out and about, they will give map control. Pretty typical right now for the Zerg to have map control, but a couple of Zealots making their way out. Now, this was a big mistake by EG.iNcontroL in Game 2, where he sent out a couple of Zealots, and it was instantly bad news. Now, I don't think EG.IdrA wants to engage that, and he doesn't, but I don't think EG.iNcontroL wants to push with them either. We've got drones heading on over. If he just sends those Zerglings, there we go, in between the second and the third, or the natural, the main and the third, he's in good shape. But what is EG.iNcontroL going for? Gateway, still no Stargate. And just another gateway. So he might decide to go with a really gate-heavy attack here. All right, more links coming out. Scouting around. EG.IdrA is just... I feel like EG.IdrA at some point is just going to, he's just going to start bursting. His drone saturation is so good. There's his Roach Warren. +1 is on the way. Do not believe that has been seen quite yet. But once that speed finishes as well, he'll be in a good spot. So Overlord, did Overlord go in to see? This Overlord must have gone in. Check things out. Let's just take a quick look at the vision. Did not see anything. And another gateway, and a lot of gateways here going down. So we're going to have 8 gates total. This will be an 8-gate push, which is going to be pretty dependent on where the pylon's going to go. Here's the probe down below. So my guess is get a pylon here, right down here, somewhere in this area. In fact, might start building them and then building them forward. I'm surprised that Greg actually has not begun scouting for that area quite yet, because he's usually really, really good as far as that's concerned. Now, here we go. A bunch of links moving in. He would be wise to not go for a run by, and he will not. Sees a lot of Zealots out. There we go. The pylon on the low ground. The creep's getting awfully close. Pretty soon, that is going to be popping up within vision. No, I don't. No, well, you need a tumor there. So we're going to see this force moving forward, and now that he sees the direction that he's going, I'm still surprised that he hasn't seen some effort to try to shut this down over here. But 2 Zealots are going to make their way in. It's going to be somewhat of a sandwiching affair here. There are so many Zealots, but just too many units. And EG.INControL is going to have to back off. He's going to find a few more links here on the side. Oh, he could possibly march this army if he kills it off. Oh, those Zealots stopping, not going to be good as the Roach is coming up from the behind. And they're going to make it all the way back, but there's simply not going to be any units here. The Roaches could move forward and do a ton of damage, but no, he's going to back off, being very disciplined. He never killed this pylon as well. Oh, okay, that's why. My bad. My bad. Zealot Warp is going to come in. Let's see how much damage that did. Okay, you can't yell at me. It only killed 2 workers. Okay. I really think there could have been damage of epic proportions done here by EG.IdrA. We had the 2 cannons. The 1 pylon right there. This pylon was not powering that cannon. So, Scouting Zealot going to get ripped apart by those Zerglings, but get the information that he needs. Oh, God, hello. You're not paying attention, because here come the DTs out and about. Of course, keep in mind the spores are out as a result of the Void Rays, so this could very well just be well, my attack didn't work. I'm on 2 bases. I need to try to do a significant amount of damage, and he's going to attack the one place. Nope, there is a spore right there. Oh, he's going to try to go directly into the main, and he does get up there, but there's a spore there as well. Oh, no. Oh, don't go. Oh, my gosh. He's trying to do whatever damage he could possibly do. Try to interrupt for the potential upgrade. He does manage to get that done. So we do see Roach speed go down, but oh, unfortunate. Any damage over here? Negative. We do have some damage going down over here at the 3rd. And are they going to get out of range? They are going to do a ton of damage over here, actually. He needs to get those guys over here. More gas drones are killed. Let's take a look at the count now as we see, oh my god, 26. As there they started to get the damage done. And here comes just not really a counterattack, as most of these units are heading back. DTs do get the hatchery. But at this point, the DTs, they just kind of like allowed him to get rid of that third. And, you know, I don't know about equalizing. 68 to 41, another hatchery has gone down. But the DTs can do a lot of map control. Here we got another DT going out here. And Spores dropping down. Link's doing a great job just scouting. And that's Roach upgrade actually getting hindered. Did he start it again? Oh, I guess his Roach Warren just finished, so no. And DT, what do you... Okay, DT gets out of there as the 2 spines and the Spore are up. And this is a great little DT defense right here. I mean, the DT can't get there without getting hit by the spines, so good strat. And now the DTs are kind of reserved to just being, you know, super cool badasses. Now to just like, hey, you're an invisible guy that's going to be scouting. So this pylon's still undiscovered over here. No third going up, or fourth rather. So what is the next step? Is the Mutalists are coming out? Take a quick look as EG.iNcontroL just started to use those gateways to power up another army. He does have Blink. Another DT going to be making its way in there. And unfortunately for EG.iNcontroL, there is an Overseer here. Here we've got the whole army moving forward. This is going to be a tough army for EG.iNcontroL to battle. I mean, the DTs... If he maybe snipes, the Overseer might be able to do a good amount of damage, but it could be a tall order here. I think EG.IdrA could benefit by maybe having one more Overseer there, and he's going to pick up a couple of these Roaches. He's got to move forward. There it is. Good force fields. He's going to pick off the Overseer. He does not, and the DTs are doing some damage there, but there's just too much. Too much. As the Roaches alone, he lets the Mutas float above the Stalkers, raining hellfire from above. Now it looks like EG.IdrA is going to pull back just a little bit. Doesn't want to lose all those Mutas. We do have another Overseer joining, but I mean, at this point, what do? You're on 2 bases. Starting to get mined out right here. The chase will happen. There we see Roach Speed almost finishing up. Is he going to get that? Oh, 1 DT bites it. This one actually manages to get out before it finishes. But it's not going to matter. With the gold base being up, where does the Protoss expand? Where does EG.INControL expand? He doesn't. Unless he gets cheeky and takes this gold, but there's just too much map control here now with these Mutas that are pretty uncontested. The Roaches, well, I mean, I guess there's only 4 Mutas. They're not doing a whole lot of map. Okay, take it back. There's 6. There's 7. There's 7 Mutas. This Muta just hadn't flown there in time. Look at that. All right, and here we go. The final battles. These Roaches. Great concave coming into this. GG, well played. And that's going to be the end of it. Not much of a final battle to see, to be honest, as EG.IdrA, I mean, the amount of Roaches just right here, and taking a look at the unit tab, 46 Roaches barreling forward towards you. Again, I still think he probably could have broke it on that original push to the middle, but he did not. And there we go. Game will go to EG.IdrA, and series goes to EG.IdrA as he does take this one 3-1. And defeats EG.iNcontroL. EG.INControL, though, taking a game from him in game number 3 with a 4-6